Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and let me just be honest. This is going to be my review and recap for Basketball Wives episode something something. And the only reason why you're getting this is because it's 9:20. I can't take the melatonin until after my stepdad calls because he needs to order some shit from the church. And Superman and Lois is playing now, and I want to be able to skip through the commercials when I do the review. So this is why you're getting Basketball Wives. Not because I want to watch it, because it's garbage, all of it. So let's jump into the garbage disposal and see what the fuck happens, shall we? Yes, let's. So Shawnee and the new girls have a conversation about OG, and they explain that she opened up and that she's deeply hurt and she had some childhood trauma. And Shawnee says, well, I have never had a one-on-one experience with OG. Whenever I have been in any kind of situation with OG, it's been some type of confrontational. She's arguing, there's fussing and fighting and stuff going on. So maybe if we can sit down and she makes some concessions and I can make some, we meet each other in the middle, and then we can work it out, which sounds reasonable to me. That sounds reasonable. Then we go over to Jackie's house where OG and Jennifer is, and it's kind of hinky, the mood, because OG and Jennifer had words the other night. And so OG is doing crafting where she's adding like crystals to this little cute basketball purse, and Jennifer is working on her documentary. And when Jennifer started talking about her documentary, OG cut her off like she wasn't even talking to talk about the crystals on this bag. And Jennifer is like, well, everything apparently has to be about OG. She ain't got time to hear about anybody else's anything, which is rude, quite frankly. But we'll see. So, Jackie and Malaysia are fine. And so they sitting down with the new girls, getting to know them. They ask them, oh, well, how many kids do you have? And how old are your children? Da-da-da-da-da. Are you married? And she says, the one, I think her name is Neoria, is the one that's married. And she's married to a basketball player who plays overseas. And it's the other sister is like, well, no. She's like, I'm single. And she was like, well, who did you used to date? And then she says, Lance, which apparently is Phoebe's ex-boyfriend. But if that's her ex, I don't understand what the issue is if she used to date the ex. Clearly, you don't want him no more. You threw him out. So he's an ex. So what does it matter? I don't know. But there's going to be more drama. Okay.
She downplaying it, but we going to let...
Pause. So the sisters and Jackie come back to the house. They had ordered some pizza. They're waiting for it to arrive. And so they're talking to OG, and they're telling her how it went, and that they had a one-on-one with Shawnee. And they was just like, well, we were just talking about y'all's situation, and we relayed some things, and we think that there could be some open, honest communication to help y'all get through this. And so instead of OG being appreciative that everybody is trying to help the situation to be better, she's like, I don't need y'all to speak for me. Clearly you need somebody to speak for you, because the manner in which you're speaking is just like you just put wall after wall up and you right in everybody else. There is no level of cooperation, no level of understanding, no level of compromise that you are willing to come to in these conversations with these women in order to come to a meeting of the minds. It is either your way or the highway. And unfortunately, life is not like that. So I don't know if this issue will ever truly get fixed, if this is the attitude that she is approaching any type of solution. So, no. So, first, they at Jackie's house. The ladies wake up, they do some workout. Well, they doing a lot of workout out for a fucking vacation. This is what it is to be skinny and be on vacation, that you do a lot of working out. Y'all can keep that bullshit because I don't want it. I'll just be fat. Just forget it. Secondly, I feel like OG has like a takeover spirit because everybody is sick of her and her shit. First of all, she reiterates to the girls, she was like, if there is an issue that involves me that you feel like you want to speak on, just come to me first, which is way better than what she said the night before. The new girls is like, okay, this bitch is getting on my nerves. She doing the most. She thinks she somebody's mama, and I left my mama back at the house, so I don't know who the fuck she talking to. Then Jennifer and Jackie sit down, and she was like, that there's so much tension here. I'm trying to relax, and what is going on between you and OG? And Jennifer's like, I can't do this with this bitch. She doing the most. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her life. I'm sick of her lineage. I'm sick of her face. I'm sick of her wigs. I'm just sick of her. I can't do this for real. Like, we got to do something to shift the energy in this house, because she doing the absolute most with the absolute least. So then we go over to Evelyn's house, and Evelyn immediately is calling. They fixing breakfast and shit. Evelyn calls Phoebe to tell her that the Nia girl is there, and she says she used to date Lance. And Phoebe says she's a stalker bitch. She done made fake pages to get to me on Instagram, talking to me about Lance. She was like, all of this shit she doing to tell me that she sucked Lance dicks. And she's like, we all have, bitch, at this point. He got a billion bitches. I don't understand. Luckily, Phoebe is in the quarantines, because she would have told them people house up, fucking with that little girl. But child, I can't cover it. Oh God, we're gonna see what happens, because I feel like there's going to be some type of confrontation. And Phoebe said, I guess me and Jackie is not going to be friends anymore, because she's friends with thought bitches who is stalking me. But Jackie didn't know that. So how you going to hold Jackie accountable for your prior knowledge with this girl that she didn't know? That don't be an adult. Stop it. Okay. All right, let's y'all ain't ready for. So the ladies are sitting at the table having breakfast. They looking for Jen. Jen is nowhere to be found. They having a conversation about Phoebe and the girl dating Lance. And she was like, I just want people to get to know me. And Phoebe's not even here, so it's the moot point. Blah, 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 blah. She's absolutely correct. Y'all get to know her, and then on her merits. And then once you bring in Phoebe, then we'll discuss the Lance situation. Jennifer shows up to the table with her mask and sunglasses on, and she said they help her not to talk. Her mama told her she ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing else. And she feel like if she say something, it's gonna go left, and it's gonna be a whole situation. She don't like OG's energy, and Jackie is just like, oh Jesus Christ, now I have to deal with these bitches. Oh my God, that's too much. We'll see. We'll see. March 29th. All right, so Malaysia and Kristen are getting ready to go back over to Jackie's house to try and talk again to OG and try to smooth the shit over, make it, I don't know, come to me. I don't know what they're going to try to do. Then the new girls are sitting there having a conversation, and they is sick of OG. They ain't been in the house a hot 48 hours, and they sick of OG shit. They like, she seems like she has two rules. The rules that apply to her, and then the rules that apply to everybody else. Now she can point out and pick and speak on whatever the fuck she want, but we can't, but no one is allowed to do the same in regards to her. So listen, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Listen, if there is one person who has a common denominator, who has an issue with everybody, then the problem is that person. It's not, everybody cannot be wrong. Everybody can't be wrong. That's just not how it works. But okay, we'll see what happens. So I paused it right here because I have said several times in reviewing this show that this young lady to me has not been aesthetically pleasing to my eye. Oh, but in this confessional, hey bitch, this head wrap, them titties sitting, your makeup is blimp, the highlighter is not harsh. The lighting is right. The eyebrows are right. This nude lip is right. The color up against your skin is right, Miss Mamas. I give credit where credit is due. If you look a mess, I'm gonna tell you look a mess. But when you right, baby, when you right, daughter, I'm gonna tell you right. And ma'am, I don't give a fuck what nobody say to you for the rest of the season. And this confessional, this right here, daughter. Wait, hold on. Before they even have a conversation, because Kristen and Malaysia have come over to try again to try and smooth it out with OG. I thought her issue was with Evelyn and Shawnee. Why do Malaysia and Kristen owe her an apology? Somebody's going to have to jump down in the comments and tell me, why does she feel like Malaysia and Kristen owe her an apology? What did they do to her? I thought her experiences of colorism and things of that nature was in reference to Evelyn and Shawnee. So I'm confused. Is it because they didn't take her side in the argument, in the colorism argument, and therefore she feels betrayed and feels like they owe her an apology? If so, she might be waiting until Jesus come back to get it. Oh, okay, God. I paused it. So Malaysia and Kristen, they pull OG to the side, and Malaysia very sincerely says to OG, listen, we want to understand. We want to figure it out. We want to come together. We want to smooth it over and everybody be good. So I need to be able to take accountability. What is it that I have said to you? What is it that I have done to you that makes you feel this way? OG goes, she gets up, she starts to cry a little bit, and she gets herself together. And when she comes back, and Malaysia's like, you don't have to be strong all the time. We can love on you. We want to love on you. So, with the to be continued, and we're going to get into my final thoughts where I'm going to continue this. And she says, just tell me, how can we correct what has happened if we don't know what it is that we did that offended you? And so then OG goes and she gets herself together, and she says that you telling people how they should feel has got to stop, and all of these things have to stop, and da 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 da. At no point did she say to Malaysia, when X, Y, and Z happened and you did X, Y, and Z, I was hurt and offended by that. It went to a to be continued. I don't know if we are going to get that type of meeting of the minds and understanding. Okay, so it was a pretty decent episode I feel like this colorism conversation is not going anywhere. They're going to sit in it, and this is going to be the whole plot for this entirety of how many episodes they have for this season. I don't know if they're going to come to any type of resolution. What I want to say to OG is that when people are trying to make a sincere effort to pinpoint exactly what the issue is so they can hold themselves accountable for it not to happen again and for there to be some healing from the situation. It came out talk about if they not coming with a sincere apology, I don't want to hear it. But before we can get to the sincere apology, I have to know what I'm sincerely apologizing for. I have to know what it is that I have done to offend you in order to apologize for it. Baby, you'll never be able to heal the hurt if you're holding on to it so tight. You're using it as a shield. Nobody is going to be able to get around it, to get to your heart, to be able to fix it with you, to y'all come to some kind of one accord agreement. I don't even know if that is what you truly want, or if you are just holding on to this trauma just like you're holding on to that trauma from when you were a child. Like, I feel like maybe you need to sit on somebody's sofa and talk to somebody about it. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kid, and I'll catch you in the next one.